Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in right here to another live show, Houston's TejanoHits.com. That's right. We are live on our Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. Share the live if you guys are starting to tune in wherever you may be watching on social media and también on YouTube. So share the live, guys, please. I would like to welcome back to the show once again right here from Houston's Tejano Hits. She is from Far, Texas. I believe she's from Far, Texas. I want to say she is. Yes. Okay. Marisela Hernandez is with us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Marisela. Welcome.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello, and thank you so much for having me. Once again, it's been a little while.
It's been a minute.
It's
Yes.
been a bit, and but I do understand that there is 100 million zillion artists out there trying to get in line, to get on your show. And I appreciate you giving me the time, giving me the spot once again. So hi to everybody, all
For
your
sure.
listeners, and all the Tejano music lovers out there. Hello, and thank you for having me.
Yes, and it's an honor to have you once again here to talk music and a lot of great things that are happening with Marisela Hernandez right now going forward. So tell me a little bit about how life's treating you these days.
Life is life. It's
Yeah.
never easy. And actually, I was just talking to una prima, I think, yesterday, and just saying, everything's great, but just when you think that everything is about to run really smoothly, you just got through something. It seems like God knows that you're ready for something else, and so life always throws something else at you. So if it isn't one thing, it's another. Struggles or just difficulties or just the daily routine of the daily life, something always comes up. And so I can say we're living one day at a time, and we are here, we're blessed. And was you just got to keep moving forward. Yeah, that's what life's all about. I don't think life was meant to be just a nice little stroll in the park every day.
Right.
And if it is, well, good
No,
for you, but it's not for
exactly.
us.
Right.
Life is a daily struggle, but here we are. We get through it every day with the grace of God and, with the love of family and friends. And so, but aquí estamos, we're pushing hard and we're keep moving forward.
Awesome, awesome. Great to hear that. Esther, all the way down from the RGV, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Marisela Hernandez. And she's got some great things happening. We're talking about music. She's got some shows planned and whatnot. But she is actually right now in the middle, I would say, or you just kicked off not too long ago the tribute band there for Laura Canales. Talk to me a little bit about how you guys came about to come together to actually put this together to go forward with it. I
Yes.
know it took some planning and some thinking and yes and no's and bumping heads and whatnot, and you finally got it all worked out, huh?
Absolutely. It was a lot of, it was a lot of everything, just like you said. And so the original plan for us, and this was not last year, but the year before. So we're going on our second year. The original plan, first of all, yes, we are doing now an official tribute, if you will, tribute to Laura Canales, and we call it Eternamente Laura. So we
Hmm.
call it the Eternamente Laura tribute band. And so how it got started was originally 2 years ago, we got invited by Ruben Lopez and Noe from the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame, which, por cierto, prayers going out to Ruben. He's been
Yes,
ill.
for sure. He's
And
been ill.
we have him in our prayers. And so get better, Ruben. We need you. So he reached out and he asked if Marisela, my band, if we would do a show for the entertainment. Because, every year they induct Tejano artists into the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame. And so it was
Hmm.
the induction ceremonies always have some entertainment. They asked
Right.
us to do a show. It's going to be, I think, a 22-minute show, I believe. And we said, sure. We were so excited. But then he said, but we would like for you to do a tribute to Laura
Hmm.
Canales. I said, whoa, okay. So I got with my husband, Johnny Hernandez, and of course, my music producer, George Ochoa. And we were like, okay, guys, well, they want us to do a tribute, so let's get some songs together. We wanted it to be really meaningful and really impactful. We wanted to do something good and do it
Hmm.
justice. And so we got, like, I believe in 22 minutes we were able to fit in like 8 or 9 songs. We meshed them together and we created a tribute to Laura Canales with all of her main hits, the ones that people recognize.
Right.
It just so happened that on the day of the show, I had been really, really, really sick. I had like a deep respiratory infection. I had had it for like 2 weeks. I couldn't knock it off. I was super nervous. It was crazy, but we got it done anyway. We got through it. It was great. And even at that, we got a lot of really great response from it.
Hmm.
And so what turned into what was supposed to be just a one-time deal show, we started getting requests from the city
Oh,
of
wow.
Alice. They asked us to do
Okay.
the Cinco de Mayo, that same show. They were like, can you do that same show at the Cinco de Mayo festival in Alice? And so we got invited to do that shortly after. I believe we did this in February. So in May we did that festival, and then we got invited to a watermelon festival in Alamo, Texas, to do the same show. And so it was getting,
Yeah.
requested to do it more and more.
Yes.
So we didn't expect it to go that route, but it did. And that's exactly what we just went with it, and we've been refining it ever since. And so about a year after we were doing the show here and there, um, I remember talking to Shelly Lares. Shout out to her, love her. And she said, "Hey, girlfriend," she was like, "you need to record that song, that medley that y'all do in the beginning. Y'all need to record that." And I was like, "Really? You think so?" And she said, oh yeah, you need to do this. This is like really good." So I was like, okay. We kind of sat on it for a little while, not gonna lie.
Hmm.
And then, of course, like I said, life always gets in the way, and a lot of, my husband and George and guys in the band, plus they have their jobs and stuff. And so life gets in the way. It's difficult to get into the studio, but we managed. And we recorded. When we open up the show, we do this 3-song medley, which is the Eternamente Laura medley. And we recorded it and, sealed it up and packaged it up and we sent it out. And that's what right now that's been our latest release under the Eternamente Laura tribute. And so
Wow.
it was, again, one thing led to another, and here we are, and we're still getting requests. So we went ahead and just kind of got together with our guys, our band, and we said, guys, let's go ahead and do this. We're getting
Mhm.
requests for it. Let's just go ahead and do something of it and with it. And so we've been doing this show consistently for the participants. We're going on our second year. And so it's barely picking
Wow.
up,
So
right?
yeah.
But it is getting a little bit more exposure, here and there. We just had 2 shows, one in San Antonio on Valentine's Day, and then here
Okay.
in the Valley as well, the day after Valentine's Day. So it's picking up a little bit, and we're super excited. We're learning more songs so that it's not always the same show. She
Right.
had a lot of albums, a lot of hits. And so we have a lot to choose from. So we're going to try to incorporate different music so that if you've been to a show and you go again, you're not always going to hear the same exact songs back to back. So that's where we're
Exactly.
at.
That is amazing. I mean, 2 years now into it, and you would think you just started, but it's pretty. You're doing well, and that's pretty awesome. And we want to congratulate you and your team there as well on your nomination there for the 7th annual All Star Music Awards. You also were nominated there for that song as well for your medley
Yes,
there.
I
So
just found
that's
out like 2 days ago.
yeah.
My husband called me from work and he was like, "Hey, did you know you got nominated?" I said, "No, I didn't know. I didn't get tagged or anything." So, super excited about that too. Thank you very much. I believe it's Jesse Torres, that
Yes.
runs that award show. So, thank you so much for the nomination, and I'm excited. Yeah.
That's amazing too. I mean, again, it's something different for the folks out there, for everybody out there in Radio Land. Now, being that you've always done quite a few in the past videos that you've had to share or whatnot. You haven't, I mean, I know it's a focus right now is touring, is getting your gigs and putting this thing together
Hmm.
and the show and whatnot. Always, like you said, preparing for more music to perform on stage and going back and having to rehearse and do your
Hmm.
thing, like any other artist out there in the business.
Hmm.
And it takes time away from having to do a production to go out and shoot a video. So, going forward, is there something that you might guys have, talked about maybe planning to shoot this medley on a video?
Absolutely. I think it's important. We talked about it off the air, and you reminded me again. Yes, it's very important that we do make the time and try to get the funds and everything. It's a lot
Yeah,
required to get a video done, but I think
of
it's
course.
important that we put the effort in and try to get it out there. We really, really, really do. Still want to maybe try to come up with some sort of, even if it's like a live version of the and put
Okay.
it out there
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
video. Maybe not with the full blown production, of a professional videographer. Not sure where we are talking about it before before more time goes by. We do want to maybe put a live together and put it out there as well, just so we can have the visual, with the audio and just engagement.
Yeah, oh, for sure, and I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
there's
we,
going to be a
we
lot
do
of people
plan.
out there that would love to
Yeah,
check it
hopefully si
out.
Dios quiere, we'll be able to do that.
Wonderful, wonderful. If you guys are just joining us, share the live as well, guys. Share the live. We are talking to Marisela Hernandez, all right? RGV in the house right now, promoting
That's
her
right.
brand new, well, I wouldn't say brand new like today, but I mean, her latest single, okay? Because she's had one, you had another song that was released also as well, not too long ago también. I want to say in December, was it December of 24?
I believe
Besos
so.
Falsos. I want to say it was around
Yes,
that time.
that was
Yeah.
the my latest original song under Marisela Hernandez, of course, that I released right before this one, or before this one, Besos Falsos. And I was, letting you know earlier that it was from a very, very, very super talented songwriter and artist musician, Jesse Villarreal from Florida.
Yes.
I met him for the first time at an awards show in San Antonio. And I met him and I was like, hey, maybe one day, I'll get to work with you. And so he reached out to me and he's like, I've got this song. And he sent me like a little snippet of it. And I was like, I love it. I want it.
Hmm.
So we made the
Yeah.
arrangements and we got it recorded and we released that one, Besos Falsos. It's a really, really beautiful cumbia. I know that sometimes some songs just, go above people's heads and sometimes they don't catch it. Sometimes they do. And so, but if not, thank you very much. Yes, for putting it out there.
Yes, for sure, for sure. I definitely, if we have an opportunity today, we might get it in there for everyone out there that's watching. But we're going to also play the audio there on the song that she's got out as well. I mean, the Laura
Yeah.
tribute. We'll want to play that one for everybody. If some of you guys out there have not heard it just yet, we definitely will. Saludos, Marisela Hernandez. That's coming from Mr. Ford Muscle Luis over on YouTube as well. So tuned in. David Vela says, hello, Keith Leal and Maricela. David Vela, Oakland is watching. Saludos. Thank you
Hi.
so much. Yes. So let us know, guys. I know there's plenty of people out there watching. Let us know where you're watching from. Okay. So it's that. Let me see here. We got Pepe Gonzalez. We also got the Ricky Cantu. Lisa Perez is watching as well. Alejandro Reyes. Thank you so much for tuning into the show right here. On our page. We got some people from California. On one of our pages there también that are tuned in. So let us know if
Wow.
you're watching. Let us know where you're watching from, okay? And we would like to know. We'd like to hear from you guys. All right. There's another one right
Absolutely.
there. Mr. Bobby Castañeda says hello from California. Maricela and Keith. Thank you,
Wow.
Bobby.
How
Saludos.
exciting. I love that. I love how, through shows like this we can connect to people across the country. It's amazing. I love it. I still get so excited when I
Yes.
hear, from other states listening to Tejano music because,
Yeah.
they had to hear it from somebody or from someone. And so I love to hear people that love Tejano music and that are listening to our music from across the country. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, once again, saludos, Bobby. Thank you so much. Heather, saludos. Heather también is watching the show, another artist there. Saludos, looking good, Keith. Well, thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you so much for tuning into the show here tonight as well. And we're going to get back to some more Marisela Hernandez right now as well. And we got some questions for her. Some good stuff, bad stuff. No, I'm just kidding. She's like, what?
Okay,
What did
bring
I
it.
do? No, no. So, but we want to definitely send a big shout out también para Cielo Entertainment as well as
Absolutely. Miss Myra D.
Myra D.
She is our music distributor and great amiga, friend, of course, first and foremost. But Myra D works really, really, really hard at getting our music to you guys and to everybody on radio, land, air, computer, wherever you can listen to
Yes.
music. Myra is behind the scenes distributing all that music for us. So we appreciate her very much and love you very much, Myra. Thank you.
Yep, for sure. And great, great, great. Up at all hours of the night, I would say.
Yes, she
Yes,
doesn't have
this is
office hours.
yeah. No, right. Her
Yeah,
office
she
hours are
works
twenty
around the
7.
clock, trust me.
Yes, definitely. So big shout out to Myra D
Yes.
and everybody else watching as well. Share the live, guys, if you are. So, tell us a little bit about the production when it came to putting everything together in the studio. Tell us a little bit about the
Yeah,
behind the
so for the
scenes.
medley, it was we could say it was a little bit difficult deciding because out of so many songs, going back to the Laura Canales, So many great songs.
Yes,
And
she has a lot of
the
great songs.
a lot of great songs, and we were like, we need three, right, to make a good sized medley. Of course, we have to keep it within, you don't want a 25-minute medley. Okay, nobody's
Yeah.
gonna play it. So we had to stay kind of, within the range, but at the same time, we didn't want to pick all of the songs that a lot of other artists record,
Hmm.
because because a lot of people choose to record the same songs because they're so great, and just everybody's done it 5 different ways. And so we were going back and forth on what to do, what not to do, which songs. We decided on these three, which are the first one. It
Hmm.
was we decided on Dame la mano, which is the first song where the medley starts. And that song, we chose it because it was one of the songs um that Laura Canales performed at one of the Tejano Music Award shows. She performed it live at one of the Tejano Music Awards. I want to say it was maybe the 18th annual or something like that. So it was a song that she did at the Tejano Music Awards that I thought it wasn't like a great, 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 great hit like maybe Cuatro Caminos, but
Hmm.
it was a really great song. So we chose that one to open up with that. And then we went into Eternamente, which Eternamente is a beautiful, beautiful song. And I know that a lot of people during like the 90s, 80s and 90s, when she was, singing them, she used to sing at weddings and, a lot of social events. And I've heard a lot of people come up to me that say, Laura sang that song Eternamente at my wedding. And so it has a lot
Wow.
of meaning for a lot of people. And it's a beautiful song, Eternamente Te Amaré, right? And so we decided on that one. And that's the second song. And then the last song in the medley is Lo Lindo de Ti.
Okay.
A lot of people
Yes.
have recorded Lo Lindo de Ti, but it's just a great song, and
Yeah.
it's a great song musically, to kind of end what we were trying to do as a project. So we decided on those three. And in all honesty, I gotta give all the credit to my music producer and arranger, which is George Ochoa. He in my band, he's the keyboard, accordion, and whatever else I need at the time. And so he arranged everything. My husband Johnny Hernandez did the drums and also the second vocals. So all of the segundas and all of the the background vocals that you hear, that's my husband Johnny Hernandez. He does most of that for me in my music and my works. And of course Randy Villarreal, he recorded the guitar on all of the track. And I say all of the tracks because this is the first song on the album. We are recording. Well, we are almost done recording a full album. And so of the Eternamente Laura, this one will be called Eternamente Laura. The medley will be in the album, and then we have other songs that were great hits as well. And we're going to have a whole album, which hopefully we're trying to get out before the year. I say that
Yeah.
all the time, but hopefully it'll happen, and we'll be able to get that to you guys before December.
Before December
That's a
31st.
long way to go, but I don't want to say 2 months and then if it doesn't happen, I'm like, but
Yeah, no. Yeah, I
I'm
get you.
giving
I get
myself,
you.
I think, plenty of room there.
Yeah, well, yeah, plenty, plenty. I mean, and you're not trying to rush things either. You want to make sure you go, I guess, in there, put together a great
We
production.
we
It's
can't,
understandable.
because imagine that. It's like we cannot rush something like this because we really do want to do justice. You
Correct.
don't just get a song and cover a song. And sometimes you can make when you make it your way, then great. But we
Hmm.
really are trying to stick to the original sound of the way they recorded their music back in the 70s and in the 80s when she was with Los Fabulosos Cuatro, when she was with oh my god, right now I'm having a
Brain
brain, but
fart.
when yeah, a brain fart. I know, right? So her early years, when she was what was oh my god, I'm
Oh,
literally, I can't think of the band. What was the name
and
of her band, honey? He's over there.
Johnny's around there. Johnny, yeah, he's
He's
watching,
over
so
there
he's around
listening
there
from the
somewhere.
other. Okay,
Yes.
well, and so we tried to stick to that original sound, and so we're trying to recreate the sounds of that music, and we're not really trying to revamp it. We're not trying to make it our own. We're trying to do justice to the music, and that's why it's a tribute and not just a cover.
A
And so
cover.
that's the difference, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's what we're trying to do. And so the guys are working really hard to really do it justice. And
Hmm.
like anything else, it's always open to a lot of criticism when you do a tribute to such a huge artist as, lo que era, lo que fue, y lo que es Laura Canales. And of course, it comes with the territory. We're going to have the people that have very strong opinions for it and people that have very strong opinions against it.
Right.
It comes with the territory. No me
It
agüito, como
definitely.
dicen, como
Yeah.
dicen, no
Yeah.
te agüites. It's okay. There's always going to be somebody out there. We've already gotten, a few messages from, the people who believe that you just shouldn't touch, then you just shouldn't go there. But we went there, and a lot of people love it, and we think that we're doing a good job, at least doing justice to her music.
And getting a great response too as well. So that's pretty awesome. Gilbert Lopez Sr. says awesome, and Bobby Castañeda once again here comes in there. He says I've been a Laura Canales fan since Snowball and Company, and this is by far the best Laura tribute that I have heard. So
Thank
very good.
you. That means a lot. Thank you very much. You see, that makes my heart happy. Thank you. At least
And they're
we're
listening,
doing
so
we're doing something right.
exactly. And Lisa Perez is watching. A big shout out to Lisa Perez. Bertha Rodriguez también. Thank you so much, Bertha. Saludos para Gilbert Lopez Sr. también is watching. Adora Valenzuela también is watching. So everybody that's tuned in right now, share the live, guys. Okay. We're live here on Houston'sTejanoHits.com live page on our Facebook page. And my guest again, Marisela Hernandez here. We're going to play the song right now for everybody out there, Marisela. Let's do that.
Yes.
So that way, for the ones
Listen
that
up,
have not
y'all, if
heard
you
it.
haven't heard it.
Yes. If you guys have not heard the song, you're going to hear it right now. We're going to play it for everybody out there that's tuned in, and drop your comment in the box if you like it and you love what you hear. Let her know what you think about the song. Okay, yes, and all positive, of course. I mean, nothing negative. Don't be
If you
well,
don't like it, keep your thoughts to yourself.
Yes, pretty much. That'll sum it up right there for everybody out there.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
She's kidding. We're going to play it for everybody. Take a listen, and then we'll be right back right here with some more Marisela Hernandez right after this. Now, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, and Internamente Laura medley right here from Marisela Hernandez tribute band right here. Check this out for Laura Canales.
Sin importarnos lo que pasa en este mundo, me das un beso, yo te doy lo
have it, ladies and gentlemen. Enteramente right there, Laura Medley. It's with Marisela Hernandez. That's right. It's the Laura Tribute Band. And you heard it right here on, of course, Houston's TejanoHits.com live page. We are live right now. And there we go. All right. Had to get that off the screen. So, yes, definitely a great tune right there. It brings back a lot of memories, some of those songs, again, from back in the days, when I was growing up.
Yeah.
My father actually played some of those songs back in the days when I was young and, running around the radio station with them and whatnot back when I was
Of
very, very young. So,
course.
yeah.
I just got a phone call a little while ago from a friend of mine, Raquel. We had the dance during the Valentine's Day, the after Valentine's Day here in Mercedes, and she said that one of the gentlemen that was the older gentleman that was at the dance came up to her and told her that he was at the dance. He had to go outside and compose himself because he said that when he heard all these songs being sung live,
Hmm.
it brought back all these memories and just emotions for him. He was so overwhelmed that he had to go outside and just kind of, get his
Gather
composure
himself.
again. And he
Yes.
went back in and started dancing the night away. But it's those moments for me that just makes it all worth it, and just helps to disregard the little bit. There's
Hmm.
more
Yes.
positive than there is negative, like anything else, right? But it's always that one ugly comment that hater that comments on you that seems
Yes.
to stick in your brain. But it's those kind of things that when I hear them, it really just makes my heart smile and just makes me say, you know what, this is all worth it. With if I'm bringing
Hmm.
I'm allowing people to reminisce, and a
Right.
large, I think it was the baby boomers, my mother and my father included in that generation, that grew up with all these artists, and I, during the break, I was asking my husband again. I said, hey, you didn't answer me, what's going on? ¿Está dormido? But when she first started con Felicidad, which was her first band when she emerged as an artist, and her other bands were also Encanto, and then she was Laura Canales and the Boys, when she was accompanied by then Los Fabulosos Cuatro.
Quattro, yes.
And then she went on to sing her last years with the Legends.
Hmm.
And so it was, she went through different stages in her life, and a lot of people got to experience her shows. And so when we do a show like this, we've gotten some comments from people that say it really took me back, and that's the point.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
point, to take you back for a moment, and you feel these beautiful feelings that you felt when you used to go to the bailes from back then.
Hmm. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, so that's great. A lot of positive feedback on this production for you guys.
Thank
So yes,
you.
congratulations to you. And then again, she's not done, guys. As that there's going to be some more music to come as well in the future. Like you said, by December 31st at midnight, hopefully something's there. No, we're
I
joking,
think
but yes,
you
by
missed
the end of
a
the
lot of
year.
time there.
Yes, no time frame, but but to complete the album is what she's saying. And it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of
We're
everything goes into
almost
that.
done, but that almost done, with my first album, if you remember the story, I
Yes, the
completed one album called Cinco, and
Cinco,
it's my
yes.
very first debut album as a solo artist. But that one album, I called it Cinco because it took me 5 years. So
But
I
yeah,
definitely. I'm not shooting for another 5 years, that's for sure, guys. Don't worry. But we're almost done. We're actually in the portion of the album. We've already got all the songs recorded. We just need to mix them well and master it, and then we'll be able to release
to
it
get
and
released
put
it,
it out
yes.
there. Yeah.
Wonderful. I know that people are waiting. And again, upcoming shows, that you may have, booked in the upcoming. I know there's a lot of things going to be happening this summer. También a lot of festivals are going to start kicking off pretty
Yeah.
soon. Well, the spring, it's already here. There's
Yeah.
a lot of them that are already starting to kick off, but it's just going to get bigger and better all the way up until probably October, I would say. So,
Mhm.
do you guys have anything up and coming that someone can check you guys out in the
So
books?
yes, absolutely. So we have, let's see, our next one is going to be, I want to say June. It's going to be June the 14th. It's a Saturday, June 14th. We're going to be in Victoria,
Awesome.
Victoria, Texas. Victoria, Texas. They're having, so I believe the city did this big old renovation of their city park, and they're going to, I don't know what the word is, but like show it off for the first time.
Oh, all right.
All
Yeah.
of the new renovations that they did for they have like a city park, and they beautified it and everything after a lot of years. And so they're going to have a huge festival, and it happens to fall on the Saturday right before Father's Day. So it's going to
Okay.
be like a big old huge celebration there in Victoria. Saturday, June 14th, we're going to be taking our tribute show there. So anybody in the area or anybody plans to go there, please come and check us out. And we also will want to send a shout out to Mike Aguilar from AGL Entertainment. He is also helping us and in charge of booking the Eternamente Laura tribute. So if anybody out there, guys in California, guys in Florida, guys, y'all, wherever it is that y'all are listening from, if y'all would like to the Eternamente Laura tribute show to come to your area, we're willing to go anywhere we can go as
Anywhere.
long as you can get us there. So let us know. Get a contact with Mike Aguilar from AGL Entertainment and or Johnny Hernandez, my husband, myself. And definitely we'd love to come to a city near you. We would love to put, her music out there in our show.
For sure. Yes. So again, guys, Victoria, Texas, that's where she'll be June 14th, Father's Day weekend. So as the, go out there and check out the show. You'll be able to check out the tribute show, and many more dates to come, guys. And it's still early on in the year, but things are going to start, picking up for a lot of
Mhm.
groups out there as well. Big shout out going out to Johnny J. Martinez, who's tuned into the show. I believe that's from Conjunto Diferencia. Mr. Juan Trevino también right there. We're talking about Latin Grammy Award winner, Mr. Juan Trevino.
That's right.
Coming
Artist.
up.
Yeah.
Yes, an artist. You got some great stuff, but he's going to be coming up on the show también very soon, so you guys stay tuned for that. We'll have more details to come. We got also Martha Daniel Martinez is tuned into the show as well. So thank you guys for tuning in from wherever you may be watching on whatever platform, because I know we shared it in a lot of different areas. So, but we thank you guys for tuning in. Share the live if you're watching también, and tell us a little bit, Marisela, about what kind of music did you listen to growing up?
You
Everything.
know, yes,
I,
that's
I
the
would.
truth though, because like it goes like in eras, right?
Mhm.
In etapas de la vida, like they call it. And so when I was like in high school, believe it or not, in high school, I listened to a lot of country. George Strait was my guy. I was going to marry him and, all that good stuff. I listened to a lot of country. But growing
But
up,
so you ended up with Johnny, right? So,
so I ended up with Johnny, which is second best to George Strait, guys.
he's a great guy. Johnny is
Yes,
is
he is.
awesome, man.
Yes, he is.
Very
I'm
great dude.
very blessed that
Is a
I didn't get George Strait, but I did, God answered my prayers. I did get the man that I prayed for. He has all of the qualities and more of the man that I prayed for. And so
awesome.
yes, I did. I'm very, very blessed. But yeah, I listened to, in like backyard barbecues and pachangas and all that stuff.
Hmm.
It was a lot of norteño. I listened to a lot of Ramon Ayala, Cadetes, Invasores, norteño music. Well, regional is what we call it down here, here
Hmm.
in Texas and South Texas. So I grew up listening to a lot of regional music. I loved Rocío Durcal, Ana Gabriel. Those are also love like tropical music, which
Oh
I
wow.
wanted to
Okay.
be the next Olga Tañón because I love salsa and merengue.
I haven't
But
heard
being
Tropical in a while. I mean,
I
I
love
again.
tropical is one of my favorites. I think in another life I was like Caribeña or something. I don't know, Dominicana.
Mhm.
I don't know. I was Puerto Rican or I don't know, something exotic like that. But this poor girl from South Texas, there's nothing you can do with that kind of music here in the Valley. It's all either country Tejano or 80s or
Yeah.
regional.
Yeah.
So yeah, I listened to a little bit of everything growing up. I really did. I kind of went through stages, and so when I was in college, I went to college at Southwest Texas State University, which I think now they call it Texas State. It's been
Texas
a
State
while.
University. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
called the name change. That's how long it's been since I went there. Just so you know, uh, when I was in college, I was listening to hip hop, and R&B. So go figure. Um,
At that
I
time, it
love
was called, ladies and gentlemen. At that time, it was called Top 40, I believe. Right.
You're
Yeah. That
right.
was
You're right.
way
It
back
was
when.
radio music. You could
Yeah.
listen to that on the radio.
Yeah.
And so I love music. I appreciate all good music. There's a little bit that I kind of don't like. I don't care for, but I respect because I know the hard work that it goes into creating music and putting a production out there. And so, I don't like to knock any music. I have
Right.
my favorite genres, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, coming to creating music, what's the most challenging part, for you and your guys when it comes to get in the studio and actually making a record? I mean, getting a recording session going. Well, I mean, what's the most challenging part for you?
For me, the most challenging part about, man, I'm going to sound really conceited here, but it's not really hard at all. You know why? I think because we enjoy we have so much fun. We really do. And honestly, I can't take credit for doing all the work
Mhm.
because I have to give that credit to George. I'm sure you might want to ask him, my producer. You might want to ask him that question because I get there when everything's already done. I just help to, make the decisions as to what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, but they do it, him and
Right.
Johnny. And so for me, I get there when they're ready to do vocals, and I do my part, and I enjoy it. I have fun. So nothing's really difficult about it, not really. And then
Y-
they do the mixing and mastering. So
Yeah. You just get in there, lay your voice down, and walk out.
yeah, yeah. I listen to what they're doing, and I have an opinion, right? But they do
Well,
all the hard
because
work.
there's some artists out there that have a lot of not a lot of say, but when they listen to it and they don't like it, they want to go back to the drawing board again. Let's try this again. Let's do this
Oh,
or
I
whatnot.
do.
I'm sure you do. There's
Yes,
no
I
doubt
have
about
that
that.
say, but you know what? I guess I've just been so blessed that these guys pretty much get it down. Whatever my vision is, they pretty much get it down like,
Hmm.
right away. It's not that difficult at
Right.
all. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Marisela Hernandez, guys, if you're tuning into the show right now, yes. Norma Gonzalez, thank you so much for watching the show as well. We appreciate you. Is there anybody out there have any questions for Marisela? Feel free to drop them down in the box. She'll be more than happy to answer your questions for you guys. Marisela Hernandez, she's got a new single out that's right now, well, just not too long ago, and it's on the airwaves, and it's out, I believe, of this song right now currently is on all digital platforms as well, también, ¿verdad?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. You can download it on any digital platform. So yeah, listen to it, put it on your playlist, add it to your playlist, enjoy it, dance to it.
And
Thank
and
you.
and they can follow you on most of these platforms you got right here. YouTube, it's the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Are on all those, right? And is it all
Yes.
under the Laura Tribute Band, or you also? Of course, you got
So
Marisela Hernandez también, but
most of it is under Marisela Hernandez, and on Facebook you can look for Eternamente Laura
Laura.
Tribute, and I have a page for that just on Facebook. Everything else is under Marisela Hernandez, and you can contact us directly through Facebook Messenger or my husband Johnny Hernandez. Of course, if you find my profile, you'll find him there as well. You can just inbox us with any questions, concerns, or comments. Or if, like I said, if you all would like to bring the tribute or Marisela Hernandez to a city near you, just contact us through Facebook. It's the easiest for us.
Yeah.
I do have the TikTok and Instagram. Instagram, I ain't gonna lie, I log into it maybe once every 3 months. I'm not sure. And I know it's probably the thing right now, but for me, it's Facebook and TikTok. Más o menos.
Yeah, it's tough to try to get on those platforms.
It's
I
a
mean, it's
lot to keep up with,
and
all
even,
these
and it's
accounts.
just make one post a day. That's it. But I mean, it's not just one. It's like 5 or 6 with all the different
Yes, when you have different
platforms you
accounts,
got.
it's crazy like that. Who has time? I gotta cook, I gotta clean, I have a daughter, I have a husband.
Yes, yes, yes. I
Yeah.
get that. Definitely understand that. So Maricela, we got a few more minutes left, and before we let you go, we definitely would like to share some more of your music. También, now that we have you here,
Thank
why
you.
not? We're here, and
Sure.
we want to. This song here was released late last year. I would say sometime throughout the month of December, if I'm not
Something.
mistaken. Somewhere around there is when we received it. If I have that on file somewhere. I know I saw the date, so check this.
It's okay.
So
I
yeah.
don't remember the exact date, so you're good.
We'll have to call Myra on that. She might be awake right now. Still working now. I'm kidding. But
Right?
check
Yeah.
this out. This is Besos Falsos is the song, and it's a song like you said was written by Mr. Jesse Villarreal,
Yes.
and we want to definitely play that for everybody out there. And um, Well, we already got the backhand on the story on this song earlier during the show as well. So the song was written by Jesse. You explained that you met him there at an award show there in San Antonio,
Yeah.
and you know he gave you well, he sent you over the song, correct?
He did, and I believe I just saw like a couple of days ago. I commented on his Facebook. I think he said that he's going to take a break from releasing any more new music and writing any more music. I don't know why or what, but Jesse, think about it. He's a
Yeah.
wonderful songwriter, and I really hope that he's just going to take a little bit of a break and then come back because he's got a lot of great songs out there from great artists and himself as well. So, but this is a beautiful song.
Mhm.
Besos
Yeah.
Pasos from Jesse Villarreal.
All right, we're going to take a listen to it right now. Saludos para Mr. Jim Luna, who is tuned in as well, and Gilbert Zamora is also watching the show. That's
Hello.
right. So, Gilbert Zamora, thank you, brother. Appreciate you watching the show también. Check out this song, guys, and we'll be right back. We're right here to wrap things up with Marisela Hernandez right here on the live show on Houston's TejanoHits.com.
Te miro a ti, perdido en el momento, te ves muy
Besos Falsos right there. Marisela Hernandez, Houston's TejanoHits.com. That's right, guys. That is the name of the tune that was out before her current single right now, which is Internamente Laura Medley. Okay, guys. Marisela Hernandez, and that is a tribute featuring Laura Canales, guys. All right. So you can look for her on a stage near you guys this summer as well. So be on the lookout for that. And follow her on her Facebook pages, también, and all her social media platforms. You will get the inside scoop of where she's going to be at and whatnot. All that great stuff. It doesn't get any better than that. Marisela? It
Yes,
doesn't,
thank you.
for
Oh,
sure.
I hadn't heard that one a little bit. We've been so busy with the medley. I was like, oh, I haven't heard that. That's a beautiful song, Besos Falsos. And
Definitely.
yes,
It
I'm
was a
super
great one.
excited about this medley. I'm thankful for everyone who's already playing it. Thank you guys so much. Houston's Tejano Hits has always had my back. Ever since, my first single that I gave you guys, even, way back, I believe it was 2018 or 2019. And I appreciate Houston so much. I love you guys out there, and I love what you're doing. I know that this is a family deal that you do at HoustonTejanoHits.com with your brother Mike,
Mhm.
and family. And so thank you guys so much. I appreciate everything that you do for us, the artists, for the music. I know you push it. You are a true advocate of our Tejano music, and I appreciate you so much. It's not a huge genre in the world. There's every other genre is, I think, way bigger, but our Tejano music family and the Tejano music stays alive because of people like you guys. So thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Of course. And thank you for those kind words, Marisela. We appreciate you. Continue to do your thing and continue to make great music for everybody out there también. Her music is available on all digital platforms, guys. So don't forget to go out there and add it to your playlist. All right. Un saludo to Mr. Tejano Day. All right. Saludos, he says, from Monterrey. He's tuned in as well. So, yes.
Saludos para toda la gente de Monterrey, de México, que nos escucha también en otros países. Gracias por escuchar y gracias por apoyar nuestra música. Es grandemente agradecido. Muchísimas gracias.
There you go, everybody out over in on the other side, over in the Mexico side. Man, we've got a lot of people out there that tuned in throughout our shows. So, un saludo y gracias. Thank you so
A
much.
ver cuándo también me traen a México. Algún
you,
día,
you
ojalá
never
Dios
know.
quiera que nos lleven por allá para presentarnos por allá el show con nuestra canción y con nuestro tributo de la Orcanales de la Reina. So, ojalá que se nos haga.
There you go. So there's the pitch. And everybody around here in the state of Texas, también here in the States, of course, she gave you that information earlier for booking informations if you'd like to take that show somewhere in your neighbor or your neck of the woods, should I say. Anywhere. It's going to be all kinds of great things happening up coming
Sure.
months. Give her a call or give us Johnny a call. And you said AGL Promotions or Productions?
AGL Promotions, that's Mike Aguilar. Yes.
Mike Aguilar. Yeah,
He
give
would
him a
take,
call.
he also takes care of getting us into some big venues, and anybody else who's want to be a part of bringing the Eternamente Laura tribute show to you guys. We're more than willing to work with anybody out there, so let us know.
There you go. And that's going to wrap things up for us again, Marisela. Always a pleasure talking to you. You're welcome back anytime as well. We are looking for the completion of the album.
Yes.
So we'll be waiting for that definitely. And you guys, you can request the song here at Houston'sTejanoHits.com, all her music as well. Anytime you guys want to hear it, don't forget to submit your requests. You can submit them via email, via app, whatever works best for you guys. Houston'sTejanoHits@gmail.com, or you can just look up our app on the App Store on the app itself. You know what I mean? It gives you an option there to request and to comment and say something. So yes, definitely. So be on the lookout for that new music that she's going to have coming out very, very soon también. And request her new stuff. That's what's out right now, and that's what's doing, and that's what she's doing right now. So continue you to do great things. Sister Marisela, stay blessed, and saludos también para your husband Johnny as well, great man as well, and always doing good things as well with his music también. I know it's time consuming with the work and whatnot and all this. You guys got somewhere to be tomorrow morning as well.
We do.
It's
We're gonna do an early morning show tomorrow at 10 in the morning. Vamos a andar cantando con los gallos.
10 o'clock in the morning, guys. Yes. So
yes.
And that's going to be over in the area.
It's in the city of Edinburgh, Texas. Okay. They're having like a grand opening of one of the Walmarts off of Canton. If you're from the Valley, we'll be out there from 10 to 12, I believe. We're going to have a big flatbed and sound
Wonderful.
lights, and I believe they're going to be giving away some free snacks, food, and drinks. So the Walmart off of Canton in Edinburgh, Texas, that's tomorrow from 10 to 12, the live music. So we'll be out there.
Yeah. So y'all be on the lookout for her. If you guys are going to be in that neck of the woods, and then para todos over in well, Edinburgh, Texas, right, in the surrounding areas. So yeah, make a stop on by there. Say hello to Marisela and the band, and for sure. Un saludo para Mr. Bobby Sanchez, también, who's tuned into the show right now. También saludos, Bobby, para Marky Mark, Irene Cortez. Got to say hello to everybody out there before we wrap things up here. Norma Gonzalez, también gracias. We appreciate each and every one of you guys that watch the show tonight. And don't forget to continue to share this live. All right, guys, you still got some time. Well, you have a few seconds because we're about to wrap things up. Marisela,
Yes.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Any last words?
Just from the bottom of my heart, I really want to thank, and this is so for real. If I could reach out to each and every one of you and give you a hug and tell you thank you to you, I am telling you now, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. If it's listening to my song, if it's downloading, if it's sharing it, if it's talking about it, to my music, to myself as an artist, Marisela Hernandez, my family, anybody who is out there supporting and Tejano music, I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. To all the producers out there, to all of the radio personalities, to the DJs, radio, landlines, internet radio, everybody who is a part of the industry. Thank you so much for supporting. I really do mean that. A little while ago, you mentioned that Mr. Jim Luna was on here watching.
Yes.
So saludos to Mr. Jim
Jim
Luna.
Luna.
I know that he's a big, big, big supporter of Tejano music.
He
Thank you so
definitely
much.
is.
I haven't had the opportunity, I think, to meet him in person, but hello. And so just thank you to everybody. I appreciate you all more than you know. And if I ever see any of you out in public, anywhere at a show or just anywhere down the street, please come up and say hello to me. I would love to meet you and talk to you and give you a big hug. Thank you so much, you guys. Tejano, Houston's TejanoHits.com. I love you guys.
I appreciate you. You have a wonderful night, Marisela, and thank everybody for watching. Thank you so much. We appreciate everybody out there as well. Thank you.
Thank you.